one of the most upsetting parts about this case is the fact that Kelsey had literally just graduated high school and her future was bright, and it was all just ripped from her and her family out of nowhere. Greg says that a quote that they have really lived by has been, "It's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years." And that was even put on her headstone. And I think it's a really amazing way for them to describe the 18 years of life that she had. And I just loved hearing about how much their community really came together to support them after she passed. Her funeral was held at the Church of Resurrection in Overland Park, and hundreds of people showed up to pay their respects. People literally waited in line for hours and stayed well past midnight. And surprisingly, Kelsey had actually talked to John about what she wanted her funeral to be like one day. Obviously, not knowing it would be so soon, of course, but she said she wanted it to focus on who she was and for people to not be sad about her passing. And this detail is so heart-shattering, but also so beautiful at the same time. But they buried her in her prom dress. And this dress was inspired by Belle from Beauty and the Beast, which she starred in as Belle in the school production. And it's crazy to say this, but Kelsey has now been gone longer than she was alive, which has been really hard on their entire family. And there are just so many milestones that they, of course, wish she got to be a part of. Her whole family is pretty confident that she probably would have gotten married to John by now and likely would have gone on to have kids of her own. In fact, on her 16th birthday, Greg had given her this box of sentimental items, and in that box was a letter to her future husband. And after she died, he gave that letter to John, which I think just says so much about how seriously he took his daughter's relationship, how much he cares for John. It's really devastatingly beautiful. At 18 years old, Kelsey had already lived so much life and yet still had so much life left to live and was really just getting started. And I do believe that she's able to live on through her parents and their work, and they truly have honored her memory.